Hey, we're a band in Kansas.
If I was a soldier, you would give the orders. Tell me what I'm fighting for.
The band name is just a joke that my roommate in college came up with. It's A Band in Kansas. It's a joke. Play on words. No deep spiritual meaning, just a joke.
I'm a captain without a rescue. You love to know me, marching around.
We're doing this next record on our own. We put out these 3 songs to kind of give people a taste of where we're headed creatively and just as an independent operation here. But we're still in the process of writing some of it because we haven't tracked it yet. But basically we have a character from the Midwest, sort of comparable to a lot of our stories. In the beginning, life's good, you know, everything's going right, and he's in love with this girl, and then somewhere in the middle of the album there's a big breakup, and he just sort of like experiments with a lot of different things. The 3 songs off of Midwest Summer are kind of pulled from that story, and they'll make more sense inside the full storyline. But overall, the whole like theme of the album is kind of a resistance to surrender, and how that can work for and against you, I guess. Sometimes it's the good thing to not give up and to not surrender, and at other times we're called to surrender and give up control and give up what we're doing. Each song kind of plays off that idea of like sticking with what you're doing or bailing on it. We all have different stories, but the similar themes. I mean, I think everybody in their 20s has similar theme of a heartbreak, of questioning God, of figuring out what they're supposed to do with their lives. And then this character is just sort of an exaggerated scenario where all of those things are taking place at the same time. So hopefully, regardless of where people are at, they can find a way to connect. We've gone through a lineup change. Like, there's only 3 of us up here. We lost our guitar player, Brad. He's getting married and going back to school and going to do mission work.
Having a guitar player leave, like having a key member like that, I mean, he's not original technically, but I mean, basically, and makes you like question why you do it.
Yeah.
You're definitely wondering if you should do the same, because his reasons for leaving were legitimate, and that questions your like legitimacy of staying.
Just trying to really reformulate why we do this, and I feel stupid not knowing exactly why we do it. You know, we know what we do and we know how to do it. You know, through the lineup change and the label change, really trying to narrow down again why we do this so we can figure out how to move forward.
Right now, it's a lot of trust. You know, after being independent, after doing this album, after doing this EP, a lot of what we do next is based on our fans and based on who helps. Yeah. So we want to keep going as long as people want us to keep going.
All the way back home, see we in the radio, we can find a cure, stay right here in the best mode.
Well, we're always ourselves. I think our fans know that. We've had some of our messiest moments in front of our fans and some of our proudest moments in front of our fans, and I think, as you can tell from the story in the album, like, we're definitely part of our stories wrapped up in this project. And I think when people will tell their story, there's a lot of freedom in that and a lot of forgiveness in that, when people will just share, even the messy parts too. And you know, we're sort of setting the bar and setting the tone of like, hey, this is where we're at. Let's be honest with each other. Let's tell our story, and it sort of opens up the door for them to tell us their story, and so that exchange at the shows, at the merch table, and just that exchange musically. You know, music is a safe place to meet in the middle, where we can sort of all throw up those things together at the same time, and I think that's what the kind of impact we want to have. Just create an atmosphere where people can kind of relax, and maybe they need to forget about what's going on at home or at work, or maybe they need to think about what's going on at home or work. And either way, just that they'll kind of collide with life and sort of deal with things that need to be dealt with, and because that's what we're doing. So it's sort of trying to create that atmosphere.
Give me what I can't have, and when I taste it, I don't want it no more. Thank you, Columbus. Have a good night.